now. It's bad. It's very bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad in a way that I didn't see coming. I knew it would be bad, right? It's a lot like when you're about to have a car accident. If anyone here has been in a car accident, you know the moment before the accident, like when you lose control of the car or when you see the other car coming, there's that moment where you're like, what is about to happen isn't gonna be good. But let's see what type of bad it is. Will I survive? I have no idea. Yeah, it's, uh-oh. No, because you know, as far as media goes, we try to sugarcoat some of it. Sometimes we'll try to, sometimes we'll try to like blame y'all for something. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes we'll give it a shot, but we never do it at like the right time. Like there's fires, right? There's fires, there's wildfires and everything. And it would be a good time to be like, I can't believe Canada over here burned, then we get their air and then they poison us our smoke. That would be great timing if there also wasn't a fire in Michigan right now. Like the way that you would try. The timing couldn't have been worse if the fire was behind you. The fact that you're like, you see these Canadian fires is what's polluting our air and everything. Why is my back so hot? Everything feels upside down. And not just in not just in a sense of decorum or anything. Everything feels upside down because what you should do, the things that you're taught to do. And I'm only speaking right now as a citizen of the United States, so I don't know if you see it this way, but I'm there almost all the time, and things are so backwards that now the produce is gonna kill us. It's never a recall on the candy. The candy, there's never a recall on like the double blasted gushers. It's never a recall on the ultimate Choco Tacos. Like, no, this is the produce right now that is tearing us up. It's bad. It's so bad that the news, you know the news, where you get your news? The news came out and said, hey, everybody over here eating well, everybody here eating right, eating your fruits and vegetables, watch out because there's a parasite and it gives you, and I quote, explosive diarrhea. They didn't say upset stomach. They didn't say bowel issues. They went straight to top of the list, top number one. They didn't even do the thing that our drug commercials do at the end where they're like, they said, loud and proud, explosive diarrhea. And when I say they, I actually mean all of them. All of them. All of them said it. Fox News, ABC, CBS, everybody said it. One Nation News, America Now, like everybody said it. Explosive diarrhea. They all said it. The same people who can't agree on the results of the 2020 election all said explosive diarrhea. Do you know how bad it must be? Do you know how bad it must be for everyone to, bipartisan, explosive? I didn't think this would be what brought us together. I really didn't. I thought That's just how serious this is. It doesn't matter where you are in like the spectrum or the constellation of political opinion. It doesn't matter if you're progressive or conservative or liberal or alt-right. You might even be a Nazi. Everybody's like, that's explosive diarrhea. Do you know how many doctors must have said it for the news? To be like, we gotta start the list with the most important thing. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that when you live in the US and you try to like learn or whatever, that you go into debt for the rest of your life. Like that's already bad. If you're like, hey, I think I want to be a doctor, and it's like, okay, would you also like to be poor? Like that's a crazy question to ask your citizens. And learning was already hard, and housing, housing. They basically come out and been like, hey, you never gonna own a home. That's not gonna happen. All right, not while we're around. The people who own homes. Because we bought them in 1920 or whatever. Like, no. But you at least used to have a choice. They didn't make the choice easy. Don't get me wrong. They're putting McDonald's and every type of fast food restaurant, school boards around the country are making backdoor deals with fast food chains to like put a McDonald's in the school. And then they have the nerve to be like, well, look, the kids have choices. They can choose something healthy. And it's like, no, you sold them out. You did. Like, the kids didn't send a letter to McDonald's. McDonald's came to you. And you were like, break us off a little bit, yeah. You can streamline it right to their young veins. But you used to have kind of a choice. Eat healthy, eat what you want, eat certain things that are quote unquote bad for you in moderation, you know. And now, if you even try, if you even try to touch like a kumquat, if you even dare put your hands on a plantain, if you think you're gonna be safe with an apple, ooh, do I have news for you? And that's the thing. The attitude is like, just do the best you can, deal with it, whatever. That's insane. This is a health crisis happening. And it's happening in multiple states, and it happened fast. And then of all of the institutions, Taco Bell. Taco Bell was the one that stepped up and said, hey, look, hey. No. Because I know how y'all talk about us. No. Because I know what y'all do. I know how y'all talk about us. I know what you say about us on the best of days. And so in an abundance of caution, we will not be serving lettuce. We won't be serving tomato. We won't be serving cilantro. And I was like, cilantro? No, Taco Bell. No, you're not slick, okay? No, I've never heard of cilantro at Taco Bell. No. What are you talking about right now? No, you try to make yourself sound better than you are. I've never been to Taco Bell and heard someone say, hold the cilantro. I know how y'all do. Y'all love to pour the cilantro on. No, I like my taco without the taste of dish soap. No, thank you. No, you didn't. I read it twice. I was like, the only way to get cilantro on your Taco Bell is drop it on the floor and cilantro was on the floor. That's the only time that there's been cilantro on Taco Bell. That's crazy that you were like, we won't even be doing. In a particularly terrible time in my life, I had a lot of Taco Bell, and I can assure you that there was no cilantro at all. That's like when you get robbed, and then the insurance company asks what got stolen, and you're like, I had a Gucci watch right here. And I had a PlayStation 4 and 5 next to each other. This place used to be nice. Cilantro. You must be out of your mind. There's no way. Taco Bell. A company I find so perplexing. The food at Taco Bell. I have not been to the Taco Bell here, but I've been to many Taco Bells in the States. And if it is anything like the Taco Bell in the States, the menu does not exist in any other language except Taco Bell. The menu, the words on the menu were made up by Taco Bell. This is not Mexican food at all. You cannot, if you went to Mexico and tried to order a double Chupa Lupa Crunch Wrap, they would look at you like you had lost your mind. That's not even Spanish. I find Taco Bell's menu disgusting, all right? Because they could have just had the same food. They could have been like, oh, Taco Bell, we'll have the same stuff that you would get at a Mexican restaurant. But they said no. No, not in these United States. I don't even know how you get the menu at Taco Bell. Like, I think the only way you get there is if you ask a racist person what people eat in Mexico and they just started talking. That's the only way you can get the Lupa Lupa Crunch Wrap, the Cholula Lupa Delo Cochita. Menu doesn't make any sense at all. And then a Baja Blast. That color doesn't even exist in nature. A Baja Blast. I'm not even kidding. One time I was with my friends. We went to Taco Bell, and one of my friends got that big cup. I don't even know if y'all care about your citizens or whatever, so you might not even serve it here. But that big cup, the one with all the ounces, the one with a gallon of ounces in it, that big old cup that's sturdier than the other cups because it's got to hold more liquid than any of the other cups hold. It's one of those cups that's specifically made so that when you walk out with the cup, everyone can identify who's about to have diabetes, right? That cup. He got a full Baja Blast of that cup and drank the whole thing, which I didn't even know was humanly possible. I was like, your blood type is Baja Blast now. I can't believe you drank all that. And then, not even kidding, then an hour later, tried to argue with our other friend about Kierkegaard with a fully blue mouth. And I was like, no. Your mouth is blue, you lose. Your mouth is blue. Your whole mouth is blue. The whole mouth blue. Lips blue, teeth blue, tongue blue. And not just blue, a color of blue that doesn't exist anywhere but the Baja Blast, so everybody knows what it is. Look like you bit a Smurf in the face. Trying to argue about philosophy and economics and stuff. No, if someone ran in here right now with information that would save our lives but had a fully blue mouth, nobody would get up, nobody would listen. Your mouth blue, sir. Actually, I'm not even gonna call you sir, your mouth blue, boy. That company that makes blue mouths, Taco Bell, in an abundance of caution, was like, hey, look, we don't know the source of the Psychosporora. No, they're over here out of their minds. You gotta be out of your mind. But they were like, you know what, we're gonna step up. Government hadn't stepped up yet. The government was like, ooh, you sound sick. The government did that thing like when you're out drinking with your friends and then one of your friends drinks too much and, you know, the other friend, no help, he's just like, ooh, you don't look good. Doesn't try to hold the hair back, doesn't try to do anything, just, wow, yeah, you look like you might die, I don't know. Taco Bell stepped up and they were like, you know what, we don't know if it's our supply, we don't know who it could be, so you know what, we're not gonna serve it anymore. Because also Taco Bell knew their clientele. That's also what happened. Taco Bell knew that if you rolled up into Taco Bell and you ordered the Double Wubba Crunch Wrap and they were like, actually we're out of lettuce, that not a single Taco Bell customer would be like, no lettuce? No, that's why I come to Taco Bell for the lettuce. How am I supposed to get my greens if Taco Bell doesn't have any lettuce? No, they knew that their customers wouldn't even notice that there was no lettuce between the cheese and the mystery meat. And so then they pulled it. And then the government does finally say something. They come out and like, you know what, y'all? We've heard your cries. We've heard you from the bathrooms. We've heard you screaming at the top of your lungs for action, and we will act. We're gonna look into it. First place we're gonna look is Taco Bell. What sense does that make? These are the people that were like, hey, in an abundance of caution, we're gonna stop even serving the thing. Then you must have done it. How is that possible? Taco Bell doesn't have a farm. There is not a farm where they make Taco Bell tomatoes and double Dorito Crunch Wraps. They have a supplier. So if you want to investigate somebody, investigate who supplies them. You're investigating Taco Bell for some reason. All right. It's a weird move. That's like in one of those crime documentaries when somebody finds a body and calls the police, and then the police are like, maybe you murdered him. I mean, you found the body, how convenient. Okay. And they even said, hey, we believe, it's still not fully confirmed as of this moment, but we believe that we've tracked one of the sources of the to this supplier for Taco Bell. This farm right here, is them, we think, maybe. But still don't eat any greens until further notice. The only issue is you also said it was in the berries. So what berries is Taco Bell selling? I'm sure when this bacteria was announced and people said it was in the berries, that Taco Bell was like, we in the clear. Our stuff is only named after berries. There is not a single berry in sight. We got all this stuff happening. And look, I genuinely love coming here. And the rumors are true, the stereotype is true and everything. Y'all are very polite. Y'all are incredibly polite. So everything, I mean, it's all the stuff that people said it was, it is, and y'all are very polite. Truly. Yeah, see, even there. Yeah. You're very polite, but you're not nice. No, you're not nice. No. Look, if you bump into somebody and they drop something, you'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll give you that. But nice, no. No, because you see us come over. You see citizens of the United States come over. And we're struggling, and y'all do a thing that's not nice. Y'all look at us, and y'all are like, that's not nice. In fact, I'm gonna read it to you right now, I'm gonna read this to you right now, just so that I make sure I quote them correctly, all right? Because this was crazy. I couldn't believe this when I saw this. This is wild. Okay, so you know all this stuff going on at Taco Bell, right? Well then, Taco Bell, okay? Taco Bell, Canada. Taco Bell Canada went ahead and posted online, we want you to hear it from us. We take your health and safety seriously. We've seen your comments and want to assure you that none of the affected lettuce made its way into our Canadian restaurants. So go ahead and satisfy that craving. See you soon. This is wild and unacceptable behavior. Y'all all supposed to be Taco Bell. What happened to the Taco Bell family unit? What happened to that? That's crazy that Taco Bell Canada is like, oh, we're not that Taco Bell though. That's crazy. That's why y'all supposed to be in this together. Yeah, how bad your Taco Bell gotta be for another Taco Bell to be like, oh, we're not dirty though. Because they typed it, no, it's all the punctuation is correct and everything, but they did the thing that y'all do. It's polite, it looks like a little letter and everything. It's not nice. That's not nice at all. It didn't make it into our Canadian restaurant. Why would you say it like that? That's insane. I can't believe y'all. It's Taco Bell. I mean, this is probably going to do some irreparable damage. They were out here expanding. Not just in the number of restaurants, they were even expanding concepts. They had it where you could get married at a Taco Bell Cantina Chapel. My buddy took a first date to Taco Bell and she was mad. I can't imagine. Because that's what ended up happening is we don't really have the same safeguards that we used to have because they thought people would forget, but Doge came in and they did a bunch of cuts, and the cuts didn't just affect the United States, it actually affected the entire world because they made cuts and they cut ties to parts of WHO, and they've lost funding at the CDC and everything, and so we're in a very bad way. And I don't know if you happen to have watched any of the depositions from some of the young people at Doge, but they are incredible to watch. They're phenomenal to watch because it's always like a 20 or 22-year-old that they have sat down that just gets real honest in the moment. Under oath, they're like, look. I just hit backspace a bunch of times, all right? I had no idea that was the water supply. That's my bad. They were trying to make cuts, and so they gave me a marker. I'd start marking stuff red. I didn't know. That's why we are where we are. And now our first and last line of defense against the psychospora is our head of Health and Human Services, RFK Jr., which Yeah, we might die. Yeah, I mean, RFK Jr. That man, the man that stands there and just every time there's an ailment out and he comments on it, I'm like, he got it. Like, I don't. That's why he doesn't seem concerned, because he already has it. He living with it. That's why he's never alarmed. Nothing's ever a big deal. He'll get in front of the nation and be like, it's okay if your throat melts. It's like. Phenomenal, fantastic. He doesn't seem healthy, and so it's like, at best, we will make it up to, like, be where you are. Like, there's just so many things. You know what it is? I think that RFK Jr. as the head of Health and Human Services would still be a terrible idea, but people would feel less bad about it if he hadn't told us so much. He told us too much about his health, and that's why we're like, uh-oh, that's not the health I want. Because if he had just been like, hey, I've got some ideas on how to make the country healthier, we would be like, all right, you have a lot of ideas that are insane. But it's on the personal side, it's the fact that he told us he had a brain worm. You know what's crazy? I've never met anyone that had a brain worm. And that's for one of two reasons. Either he's the only person that's ever had a brain worm, or even people who had a worm eat their brain still had enough sense not to tell anybody that they had a brain worm. And why'd you have a brain worm, sir? Why'd you have a brain worm? Is it because you've been eating carcass for half your life? Is it because you see roadkill and go, oh, yum? That's crazy. That is wild that this man will just be driving, and what we see as terrible tragedies, he sees as plates. Because this is what a nation in decline looks like. You know, when you can't trust the vegetables. Probably a fantastic time to be a kid. No, it's probably great. You know, you look at your plate, you look down, and it's all dinosaur chicken nuggets, so you're like, oh, okay. Look like mom finally got with the program. Looks like she gets it now. Understands, nobody wants peas. Because that's the thing. What do you do? What do you do if you get it? Because now everybody thinks they got it. Now no single United States citizen can discern whether they have the IBS or a regular stomach ache. If you think guns are a problem in the United States, we've left guns behind for a week, and it's just been farts. Every fart, you can see it in people's eyes. They might as well have a gun. A gun would actually put you at ease. If somebody walked in with a gun that just started waving it, you'd be like, all right, at least I know his stomach right. Nobody's doing a shooting when they're tooting, all right? This is a terrible thing. When I tell you that there are people, I've been watching people genuinely panic. Because I know a lot of like health nuts too. I know a lot of people who are really into that healthy, holistic, vegan lifestyle, and they don't know what to do right now. literally the entire list of what they're supposed to eat is everything that the government is like, you can try if you want. And it's a good way to get out of stuff. It is. If you at work and you want to go home, just be like, ooh. All you have to do is give people the eyes. They'll know. Give the people the eyes. Your boss asking you to stay late. You're like, I would, but I should laugh, but there was, okay. I don't know if this guy had it or not, but I was at a meeting. I was in this office building, and this one dude ran, okay. You're gonna judge me, but all right. This one dude ran to the bathroom. Like, I was in the hallway going to the elevators to leave the building, and the bathroom was like, near where the elevators were. And I saw this one dude run to the elevator, and instead of like a bathroom with stalls and all this like that, it was like a single person bathroom. So he runs up and he tries to pull the handle, and the handle doesn't jiggle, and he just goes, no! I've never hit an elevator button so fast. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Because I try to be healthy. I try to give it a shot. Eat some of what I'm supposed to eat. Eat the green stuff, the red. They say eat the rainbows. So I try, blueberries, raspberry, blackberries, and stuff like that. And I didn't know. This story escaped me for a bit. I'll admit. I usually am reading the news all the time and watching the news all the time. But for whatever reason, this one got past me. I found out about it like a few days late. So it had already been circulating, and I just don't know how I missed it, but it just wasn't something that I had read about or anything. And I went to like a salad bowl place. I went to the salad bowl place, and I walked in, and there was only one guy working there. Nobody was in there. And the one guy looked surprised to see me. I walked in, he was like, I don't know, I didn't know anything was wrong. I just walked up, started ordering. I was like, yeah, let me get the, let me get the green goddess bowl. And he was like, oh. Okay, you don't need like directions or something, or let me get the green goddess bowl. He's like, oh, okay. Grabs the bowl, and he was like, well, what would you like as your base? And I was like, I'll do the mixed greens. And he was like, you sure the rice right there? I said, no, I'll do the mixed greens. He was like, okay. What protein would you like? We have lamb, beef, chicken, fish, shrimp. And I was like, I'll actually do the jackfruit right there. Are you sure? Because the lamb is delicious. Now I'll do the jackfruit. Okay. Do you want any other vegetables on it? I was like, Yeah, let me get the lettuce, tomato, cilantro. Maybe a little cucumber on there. And he was like, and just slides over to ring me up. And I get ready to grab my card, and he was like, oh, no charge, man. And I was like, oh, wow, really? Okay, thanks, man. That's so nice of you. And then he grabbed one of those lids. And he was like, is it for here or to go? And I was like, oh, I'll eat it here. And he was like, oh. All right, well, sit anywhere. So then I walked to my seat. I started eating my salad, and then this man watched me eat my salad. Straight up through his fingers was like, at one point, I'm halfway through my salad, he walked past me, and out of nowhere, we weren't talking, and he just goes, the bathroom code is 0248. I finished my bowl, clean up my plate and everything, and then when I walk out of the restaurant, my phone buzzes with a notification, because I got the news apps and stuff, and so I went in my pocket and grabbed my phone, and I was like, what? And it was a glass door. I turned around, looked right at him, and he was like, everybody thinks they got it. Everybody thinks they have it. Because how you know? This is one of the most terrifyingly perfect bacteria to get. If this was a zombie movie, we'd all be dead right now. They're like, oh, it either takes 2 days or like 2 weeks to kick in, lasts for like 6 months. Just make sure you drink your Pedialyte. My friend called me thinking he had it. He was like, ooh. Ooh. This man called me and literally said, I picked up the phone, he's like, I think they got me. And I'm like, okay, who, what? And he's like, the parasite, they got me. I ate some berries. This is bad, I ate some berries. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot. I bought them and I didn't watch the news and I ate the berries. Now I think, oh, they got me. And I was like, okay, how do you know you have it? Like, are you experiencing the main symptom? Like, how do you, well, you say you think they got you. And he's like, I don't know, I don't feel good. I don't know, I just don't feel right. This is bad. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I know I got it. And I was like, okay, well, you should definitely drink your liquids. Make sure you get your electrolytes and everything. And then rest. Don't like overexert yourself or anything. And yeah, I don't know what else you want me to do about that. Like everything I told you was pretty Googleable. Like, what do you want me to do? And he was like, I just called you for some support. And I don't even know what made me ask. But I was like, you're not on the toilet right now, are you? And he was like, if I answer, will you hang up? Get off the phone. Oh, we're in a bad way. It's like, this administration is nothing but metaphors. You know? Like even when I watched his speech, where he complained 6 years later about an election he lost, I was like, I thought all the explosive diarrhea was supposed to come from the other end. That's crazy. Sometimes you will see someone do something that is not just like silly. It'll be so stupid. It will actually be so stupid that you ask them the question, how are you alive? You'll see someone do a thing, you're like, what kind of life have you been living up until this point where nothing has happened to you wow. I saw this guy, this video of this guy who called 911 because he was stuck in a porta potty. I'll admit, not an ideal situation. I'm sure he tried a bunch of things to leave, and then when they didn't work, he called 911. But this is my thing. Let's say it happens to you. You want to avoid it, but it happens. You catch the cyclospora, whatever, and then you run to the nearest bathroom that you can because, as the news said, it's explosive. And then you sit in this porta potty, and then you're just in the porta potty for so long that, your legs fall asleep. They fall asleep, all right? And so now you get ready to go and you're like, I understand. Calling 911. Or, let's say you're like a smaller than average gentleman. I understand. Maybe you sit down to porta potty, and maybe because you're smaller than the average bear, you get a little stuck. You're over here, knees to chest, and kicking, trying to get up. And so you call 911. That's not what happened in this case. In this case, firefighters show up. They call 911, 911 shows up. These firefighters show up, and when they bust open the door, pull door open, and no one's in there. Like nobody's in there at all. They just hear, help. If I'm a fighter and you call 911 and they send me, and I bust open the lock, I pull open the door, and there's nobody in there, and I hear help, it better be a ghost. It better absolutely be that you have left your mortal coil and now your spirit is calling out for the help you wish you got in life. That's what it has to be. No, this man called 911 because he fell in. I don't know how. The firefighters don't know how. No one knows how this happened. No one knows how this fell in. And so then he called for help. And when he said help, it's crazy because firefighters do that. Firefighters fight. Fire's pretty scary. Firefighters run into burning buildings, but when I tell you, every single one of them, when they heard help, they were like, oh no. These are like jacked firefighters. And they're all like, oh no. They're over there standing back and yelling, how? 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 And then all you see on camera from the person who was recording, all you see is just a hand rise up. And the firefighter's like, oh. And can I tell you, I didn't know how healing it would be to see a firefighter react how I would react. These firefighters, they didn't even grab a stick to hand to him to pull him out. They were all just trying to coach. They were like, no, all right, fight. Come on, man, you can do it. Finally, one of them brings a tiger saw, and they just start sawing parts of the porta potty away, because still no one's gonna touch him or help him. They're like, best we can do is cut you out a little bit. You're gonna have to do it on your own. Come on, man, you can do it. They sounded, standing as far away as they could, they sounded like somebody trying to coach someone who was losing a boxing match. Just like, come on, you can do it. Come on, try. And the entire reason that I told you all of that is that I think it's the best metaphor for the situation we're in the United States, because you're literally our neighbors. Our hands are reaching out. You're like, oh. I've fallen down a very specific rabbit hole where basically I have been reading reviews like it's an addiction. I've been reading reviews from people from other countries. Okay, so they don't live in the US, but they come here from all over the world. And I have been reading their reviews of having Doritos for the first time. And y'all, I think we did crack again, because when they come over here, it's people from France being like, I had one, my friend offered me one, and then when I looked down, I don't know how much time had passed, but there were 6 bags on the ground. And this is my thing, like, maybe what we are doing with Doritos is bad, you know what I mean? Because when you read the back of a bag of Doritos and you look at the ingredients, they all are words longer than what should be in food. If you read the back of a bag of Doritos, it looks like the recipe for meth, right? It's just a lot of propylene glycol sounding stuff and everything. So no wonder they come from around the world. They come from Europe, Asia. They get addicted and everything. It's sad to watch. It really is, because then they're in the review, they're like, I just ate so many and I couldn't stop. And then if you're reading it as an American, you're like, yeah, like this isn't exactly news or anything, you know? If anything, that's on you for getting 6 of the little bags. You should have got a family size bag. You know what I mean? If it's just you eating by yourself, you get the family size bag. It is fiscally irresponsible what you're doing right now. Just getting 6 bags of the little ones like you gonna stop or something. You can't control yourself. You're in it now. You know? And sometimes I see him. Sometimes I see him over. I'm like, you know him. You know him when you see him because you can check the fingers, right? You know? Let me see your hands. And you see the hands like addicted. What a shame. Because no other country lets their companies do to the people what we let the companies do to us as far as ingredients. Like, we're like, man, it's very good. It's so good. It is good. It's not good for you, and it does have a taste that should not be in a human mouth. And I can tell that because people who have been alive for a long time are like, I've been eating forever, and I've never eaten anything like this before. It's taken me to a place I don't know if I want to go to. And you're reading them and you're like, how is it this serious? But then you actually travel, because like I've traveled around the world and stuff, and I've been to some of these countries that talk about the Doritos, and I can tell they're gonna get addicted, because when I go there and I eat their food, I'm like, yeah, y'all missing quite a few flavors. Your palate isn't ready. And you can tell that because you'll go to like the Netherlands or something like that, and they'll be like, oh no, don't eat what we make. Go to like a Turkish restaurant or something. If you eat what we make, you'll die. Like, don't do it. We make cardboard over here. Your stomach not ready for what we do over here. We just boil the water and eat it. Like, you know, but I was reading, there was one dude from Poland who was like, I don't know what to do with myself. He said, I'm reading it, I don't know what to do with myself. I've had every flavor multiple times. A friend gave me some at a party. They always started like that too. Like a friend gave me some while I was at a party. They started with that peer pressure type stuff. And that's how you can tell it's drugs for them. They're like, my friend introduced me to Doritos. I was young and innocent. Now I've been running up and down town trying different flavors and stuff. And this dude from Poland was basically, this is like on a Reddit post, and this dude was pretty much admitting that he was extending his stay in the States to spend more time with Doritos. He's like admitting to the open internet that he is overstaying his visa to eat as many Doritos as possible. He is risking ever being able to return to the country. I live in New York, and sometimes I'm walking down the street. Sometimes I walk from show to show instead of taking the train and stuff. And I was walking from one show to the other, and I was passing this bodega. And outside the bodega was a dude that was over here like, you know, just standing there, doing one of these and everything. And I don't know, I've lived in some bad neighborhoods, all right? And when you see this, you know their day isn't going well, right? This right here, if you walk up on somebody and they're doing this, you about to be asked for a favor, right? Like, these are not the movements of someone that's just gonna wish you a good day, right? Like, you're about to hear a story when you see this. And so I'm walking by, and as I walk by, he's like, excuse me, sir. And I was like, oh, that's different. What's up? How you doing? He's like, I was just wondering if you could spare $1 or $2 so I could get something to eat in there. And then I had a $5 bill in my pocket, so I handed it to him. He's like, oh, thank you so much. To get some Doritos. It's like, I'm an enabler. Like, I've been very excited to come to Dallas and spend time with you, make you laugh and everything. I love coming here because I grew up in Louisiana, and so we would come to Dallas a lot. Yeah, didn't tell you which part. And I would visit, you know, Dallas sometimes growing up and stuff, and you know, the thing that we're known for in Louisiana and in Texas is just amazing food. Right? Things that will change your life, things that you won't forget, amazing meals of every type, you know? Like, we're known in Louisiana for a lot of the Creole stuff, jambalaya and gumbo, everything like that. And then in Texas, it's a lot of the barbecue, a lot of good meats and everything. And then you see people in other parts of the country that will start a whole restaurant pretending to do what y'all do here, right? Like pretending to be the same. And then you'll go there. You might even walk into a real Texas barbecue restaurant in Pennsylvania. And you're nice, you're cordial, because you're good people. And you sit down and you have a couple bites, and then you're like, no. That was good. You tricked me. You got me to come in. That's good. I like what you did there. It's because you got the font right. You got the font on the... That's what got me. You got the print right on the awning. And, ooh, okay. Because this isn't Texas toast. This is fat bread. You did fat bread. You didn't do any... Oh, you won't get me again, but that's nice. That's nice. Gotta give it to you. Wow. And that's the thing, is that sometimes, you have food that people really believe in, but it is bad. It's just not good. Belief doesn't make a meal, right? And especially when I look online, it feels sometimes like we're lost, And I can tell that we're lost just because of what I see happening nonstop. Also online, because you have a forum, because people can comment, I see people say some of the most beautiful things and some of the most hateful things to each other that we know people wouldn't have the courage to say in person, right? Sometimes you're in person and maybe you want to tell someone how great you think they are, but you're worried about being embarrassed, so you keep it in or you just give them a thumbs up, whatever the thing is, right? But online, if you're never going to meet this person, you can really let them have it, one way or the other, good or bad, right? And so I've seen some really hateful comments that I know people wouldn't say if they were in person with the person, right? And when it comes to cooking TikToks, I think some of this hate doesn't go far enough. I think it's important to really let the people know. You know what I mean? Because you watching whole nasty recipes be made and then people just commenting the vomit emoji. It's like, no. We need to get into their personality. We need to get into their upbringing. We need to get into why they thought this was a good idea. Because they love to do it. They love to make nasty food and then film themselves, no shame, film themselves making the nasty food that should be illegal. The police should be kicking the door open as we speak. And not only did you not keep this a secret, you filmed it. You did an edit, and then you put it out for the world to see. You self-incriminated for no reason. And all this nasty food is somehow world famous, or it's Nana's. Stop putting bad food on your Nana. Don't do that. You know she didn't bring you up like that to be making this slop. You know that grandma is turning her grave right now, knowing that you're putting stuff like that on her name. Because then the recipes don't make sense. They're like, you could use half a cup of sugar or salt, whichever. And it's like, that's a lunatic. That's an actual terrorist right there. That's wild that you're just telling people that. Why do you believe that? It's upsetting because then... Back in the day, this is what I'm told by my mom. This is what I was told by my grandma. Back in the day, if you had a recipe that was nasty, you couldn't just broadcast it to the world like that, the way the open internet has allowed us to. You had to poison people one at a time. You had to invite them over to your home. You had to say, come on, no, let me cook for you. And then you had to sit them down. And then they had to smell what was happening and decide to stay. It was a lot that went into feeding bad food to people back in the day. And then maybe if you got famous enough, you could have a cookbook. And then one of the cookbooks, maybe you falling off and nobody knows yet because they didn't make it themselves. But now, you see people, and the videos look good. Ingredients popping up on the screen, and then they pop off, and then they're chopped, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. But then you see them take a bite of it, and you can tell it's nasty because they only take one bite, and then the video ends. They don't serve it to anybody. Because you know you've been invited to someone's house that thought they could cook but couldn't. And then you took a bite. You're a good person. So you go ahead and you take a bite, and you know when you take that first bite, okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of this. I'm gonna have to figure out a way. If there's a dog nearby, but I'm not gonna swallow. No, you're not gonna get me. You take that first bite and they're like, how you like it? Oh, you can tell you made something nasty if somebody take a bite and then can I be excused real quick? Where's your bathroom at? They just in that bathroom sweating, just like, what am I gonna do? It's a full plate. Oh, it's really horrible what people have done to each other. You know what I mean? It's just with a straight face too. And now you got people broadcasting. Come with me while I make my Nana's world famous mayonnaise grapes or whatever. Like, and they don't even know there's anything wrong with it, because once again, they weren't brought up with sense. You know? The amount of times I've been brought over to someone's house, and look, if anyone goes to the trouble of cooking for me, I appreciate it. You took your money, you bought the ingredients, and maybe you messed it up, all right? Maybe that's what happened, but I still appreciate the effort, right? As long as I don't have to finish it, you know? Because the amount of times I've been invited to someone's house and been fed shepherd's pie. You can tell from your groans. Like, shepherd's pie is already on the line. Shepherd's pie is crip walking a tightrope of nasty, right? One false step and shepherd's pie has fallen into slop, all right? You can't just do whatever you want with shepherd's pie and make it delicious. That's not how the world works. And I have been fed shepherd's pies that make you go, maybe I don't know how to eat. Maybe I'm the one. You know what I mean? Because I'll bite into a shepherd's pie and they'd be like, what just cut my mouth? Because that's what I hate. If you invite me over, at least know you cook what you cooked. Know you can do the thing that you said you... Don't invite me over and then be like, you know, I just went ahead and threw out the cookbook on this one and just went with the flow. Not with my mouth. The amount of shepherd's pies I've had where I've been like, all right, how good of a friend are they? One time I got invited to a friend's house and he made shepherd's pie, and he put he plated us, right? Gave us the bowls of shepherd's pie or whatever, and then fed the dog at the same time. And the bowls looked the same, right? And so I was like, what did you do for this to look like this? There's shepherd's pie, and then look, I'm gonna lose some of you, but we have to talk about it, all right? I've been invited to friends' houses before where they have served, I won't even say served, they subjected me to their version of pot pie. Pot pie is unacceptable, all right? Pot pie is absolutely insane. First of all, I knew I didn't have money growing up when my mom would take us to Walmart and we would go to the frozen section and she would grab that banquet pot pie, right? That red box of pot pie. In the only condition where a pot pie looks good is that picture. When they pull it out the oven and they do the slit and the steam coming up. And you don't even see, you see the steam and you see the crust of the pie. You don't see the slop that's happening below. You don't see the insanity that's having that hot sludge with peas and carrots and supposedly chicken. You're not seeing any of that. That's not chicken. I know chicken. Me and chickens are tight, right? I know chickens back and forth, left and right, and that is not chicken, okay? That's not chicken at all. I don't know what it is exactly, but it doesn't have the consistency. That's not chicken at all. Sitting there with a pot pie is disgusting, okay? I remember the first time my mama fed me a pot pie. Went, got it, put it in the oven, was telling me about it. Oh, you know, I think you'll like it, everything. And then, you know, she pulls it out of the oven. I remember my first bite of pot pie. I looked at my mama and said, Mama, I'm gonna work so we don't have to live like this. Like this, Mama, I'm gonna change our lives, okay? It won't be like this forever, all right? Because I know you doing your best. Pot pie, the hot sludge that is under the crust of pot pie. And then I had a friend try to argue with me about pot pie. He was like, no, the crust is the best part. Ooh, okay. Wait, if you think crust is the best part of the pot pie, ooh, I got good news for you. If you love the crust of a pot pie, I got a good word for you today. There's something called bread, all right? Oh, if you love the crust of a pot pie, wait until you meet bread. When bread comes into your life, ooh, it's gonna change. If you love the crust of a pot pie so much you're willing to endure a pot pie, then get ready to meet toast. You can have dry, crusty, delicious bread that has nothing to do with purple Greek sludge, whatever. Because that's the other thing. It's people's version of pot pie. So I've had pot pies that were just like the standard peas and carrots and chicken or a little bit of beef or whatever. But I've also had ones where they were like, oh, I threw a little goat's cheese in there. I did. This is not up to interpretation. This thing is nasty through and through. Pot pie. Pot pie is white slave food, all right? This is the food of subjugation. This is the food of fiefdom, all right? Pot pie makes sense if this is the 1600s. We don't have to do this. We are Americans. People fly from around the world and overstay their visas to eat our crack Doritos. I've been watching so much news, which is depressing. Yeah, I mean, it's like they don't tell you about the good stuff. You know, you gotta go find the good stuff on your own. It does feel like, I'm not gonna speak for anybody here, but it feels like, for the most part, I think I feel the way a lot of people feel, which is a sort of disillusion with some of even the process of politics, you know, because we've become accustomed, because we have more access to information than we've ever had, and because we at least see ourselves as more discerning than we've ever been. We feel like we can tell when someone is lying, right? And we've all known and accept that politicians lie. It's to the point now where we don't even really judge who we vote for off of who lied the most. We judge it off of like how many people accidentally told the truth. You know what I mean? Like you look down the ticket and you're like, he got caught in that hot mic. I like that. That was a good one. You know? And I get it. It sucks not just to be lied to, but to, when you're lied to, you know, and when you figure it out, you see the manipulation that was at play. And if someone's trying to manipulate you, they don't respect you. They don't care about you. You know what I mean? Even when they say they're doing it for your own good, it's like some of the things, let me decide, right? So we don't like when our politicians lie to us, but I don't know if we really want them to tell the truth either. Imagine a local politician, or maybe your country's representative coming to you and just being like, no, we're it's bad. I don't think we can recover. This is beyond repair. Doesn't feel great because that sounds very true. I hope you're lying. Some people, you know, offer up the truth even when they don't need to. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's a noble thing, and sometimes it's a very dumb thing. Sometimes it's just an odd thing. Like RFK told the truth this week about... I'll back up. In New York City, in Central Park, in 2014, there was a bear that was found in Central Park. They're not native. There was a bear that was found in Central Park next to a bicycle, right? And no one understood what happened. The police looked into it. The police couldn't figure it out. The internet sleuths couldn't put anything together. It was a genuine mystery, a decades-long mystery up until this week, when RFK Jr., for no reason, told the world, y'all, that was me. That was, I did do that one. So, RFK, as he tells the story, apparently him and his friends were going falconing. I don't know what falconing is. All I know is you took the word falcon and you made it a verb, right? I don't know if falconing means you hunt falcons or that you use falcons to hunt or you just talk to falcons. I don't know what y'all doing out there, but you put ing behind it, so I know it involves the falcons, right? And RFK Jr. was on his way to go falconing, and he's on his way, and then he stops in the road because the person in front of him stopped because the woman in the car in front of him had hit a bear and killed it, right? And so RFK gets out and sees that she's killed this bear, and he's like, I'll take it. Which is interesting, right? That's probably one of the last things I would have guessed you'd say when you see a dead bear. And so he takes it, he puts it in his car, and then he goes falconing with his friends, and they're having a good time. I know we're talking about RFK, but for a split second, I want to focus on the woman that was driving, right? Because there are a few shocks that she had to get over within her day. One, you're driving. You're just a woman in the world living your life, and you're driving, and then something runs out on the road in front of you, and you hit it, right? And that is a car accident. Like, we can't forget, this person was in a car accident. Like, I hope she didn't have any injuries or anything, and just a near miss alone can be shocking. It can rattle you for like days or a long time. Depends on what happened. And so she hits this thing and has to get over the initial shock of almost being in what could have been a very bad car accident. And then she gets out and she's like, what did I hit? Was it a deer or something? It wasn't a deer. It was a bear, which is specific. I don't know anyone else it's happened to. And so you get out of the car and you're standing over this bear that you've just hit, and you're also, wow, I was almost in an accident, so I'm shocked, my heart is racing, it's sad, I've just killed this animal. And then RFK Jr. walks up to the other side of your car and stands over the bear with you and goes, I'll take it. Like you were selling it at a yard sale. And so RFK Jr. went falconing with his friends, and they were falconing for a while, apparently. According to him, they were having a great time. So I don't know if the birds were extra talkative that day, or I don't know what was happening. But they were like, you a falcon, you a falcon, you a falcon. And then the falcons, I guess, were like, blah, 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 like I don't know what noise they do. I don't know what they do. But you know, he's over here falconing. And then they go to dinner, right? Where I'm sure they ate a different type of meat. And he's talking to his friends because the reason he took the bear was to skin it and eat the meat, which I didn't know was an option. I didn't know that bears were running around just big ass chickens. I had no idea. And so, you know, he's talking to his friends and he's having a great time at dinner, and then he realizes, I actually have a flight. I can't keep this bear in my car. And apparently throughout the entire meal, when he's talking to his friends about the bear being in his car, no one went, what? That never happened. Didn't occur at all. And maybe that's just how they roll as friends. Maybe RFK had a bear in the back and his friend was like, I got 2 giraffes. Like, Hey, you know what it's like when you get two giraffes in the back of your car and they get all knotted up and everything. You gotta take them home and then unwrap them like some headphone cords, you know? And so then RFK decides that, you know, he obviously can't keep the bear in his car, and he has a flight and everything, and I guess no one else wanted the bear. And so he went to Central Park, and as a joke, this was like a prank that he was doing, he left the bear with a bicycle that he also had to get rid of. I don't know how big his vehicle is. How big is your vehicle that you got a bear in there and you have a bicycle at the same time? So then he leaves the bear and the bicycle in Central Park and then goes and has his flight and goes wherever. And the next day, no one really got the joke. Like, no one really... The next day, everyone was mostly confused. They were like, so... did someone hit the bear with a bike? Or was the bear riding a bike and then decided to die? Like, was the bear on a bike and then was like, this ain't for me? You know what I mean? And so no one knew, no one put it together, no one solved the mystery until now, because RFK Jr. came clean. Because he was the only one that knew. The other reason that no one solved it until now is that the woman who, let's go back to her for just a quick second. I think the woman that hit the bear and then gave it to RFK or let him take it and then went about her life, you know, she also didn't come forward, because I think the next day when she turned on the news and saw the bear in Central... she had to have been like, nah. There's no way. I like to think that from her perspective, she hits the bear, RFK takes it, she goes about her life, but then the next day, she thinks that RFK thought that he needed to make it look like an accident. Like,
I'm trying to get my life together, so I've been watching a lot of Maury. Because Maury, one of those shows where you feel like I don't have it together, I ain't doing anything myself. You watch a little Maury and you're like, I'm not doing that bad. Actually, I'm doing pretty good now that I think about it. It is wild. I don't think Maury gets enough credit. I really don't. Maury is such an ally to the black community. He really is. In all the years he's been on the show, Maury has never fucked up a black name. Think about that shit. Over 20 years on the air, Dontwavius, says it like it's nothing. I'll mess up the name in my head. I'll be like, that's not even a word. That can't be a name. Maury will just sit there unfazed. They'll put the baby on the screen. You know, like, the show been on long enough that now, even in our DNA, we know we shouldn't be on Maury. So even the baby look embarrassed to be on Maury. Like, even the baby, like, it's not my fault. And I'll see the screen below the name, and I'll be like, is that a 2 in that nigga's name? And then Maury, without even missing a beat, will like, when it comes to the case of 6-month-old Twain, I'm like, wow! He said it with his full chest. No ums, no uhs. Wow. That's incredible. I don't know if y'all heard, but Elon and Zuckerberg want to fight. Yeah. That's gonna be the most unathletic fight of all time. That you can rest assured, no knuckles, just slaps. That whole fight. The two of them fights seem like the type of fight where somebody gonna scream. You know what I mean? Like you hear the skull. Like they never been bruised before, so they're like, why am I changing colors like this? Is this what poor people go through? This is crazy. This is wild. I don't know. I want to see them fight, but like, I don't want to see them box or wrestle. They should only be able to fight if they use weapons. Like I would watch that. That'd be amazing. Just give them 2 swords and let them cook on each other, you know? Wow. I'd love to see them fight though. Like Zuckerberg looked like if you hit him hard enough, a screw will pop out his mouth. Like, and Elon looked like if you cut that man, it's gonna be nothing but Elmer's glue and marshmallow cream coming out. Those two are the whitest people I've ever seen in my life. Have you seen those two on the beach? It looks illegal. Like, I don't know how to describe it. These two are so white, it feels unfair to white people to call them white. Their color should be called colonizer. That's crazy that they're both called white. I don't know. I think that they should fight. I just don't want to see them fight in MMA. I want to see them, fighting like a little tiny submersible thing. And we'd be like, you gotta go down. If you do it up here, it won't be fair. So, Have y'all used Threads yet? Okay, a couple woos. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. It seems okay. You know what I mean? It seems like what the old internet used to be. You remember that old like AOL text type? That's what it feels like. I just can't wait for Threads to become a dating app. Because that's what happens. Like, men are too horny and nasty not to turn everything into a dating app eventually. Anything with DMs becomes a dating app almost instantaneously. It's crazy. Men will turn Uber Eats into a dating app. We'll be like, we'll get the pizza delivered and be, if she cute, you like, I got a whole pizza if you want to hang out for a little while. Like, dudes turned the phone into a dating app before dating apps. A lot of people don't know about it. So, in March 7th of 1876, Alexander Graham Bell was given the patent for the telephone. But they don't put it in the history books that on March 8th of 1876 was the first time somebody made a phone call and was like, what the fuck you wearing, bitch? What color are those pantaloons? Oh, they're beige? Oh, you little trollop. Yeah, what color? Oh, that's the thing, too. Like, it's popped in my head this week. Sometimes you just have memories of when you were little for no reason. I've been thinking about my life and thinking about growing up and stuff, and I just had this thing. From when I was a little kid, I went to the grocery store with my grandma, and this was not a good grocery store. We didn't have it like that, so it was a discount grocery store, and it was pretty bad. Like, it was one of the ones where you go in and the meat is $3. But then when you ask what type of meat it is, the butcher be like, why are you asking all these questions, dog? Like, just take it or don't take it. And I don't know how to describe it, but there's a weird thing that when you're in a bad situation, but you're used to it, just feels normal, you know? And so I was hanging out with my grandma, we were walking, she was putting stuff in the cart and everything, and then we heard an argument that turned into a fight on the other aisle, right? And it's loud, and they're knocking stuff over off the shelves and stuff, and they're screaming at each other, and one of them's like, you don't get on my face, I'll shoot you. Yeah, like nothing you want to be a part of. And I saw my grandma turning down to go down that aisle, and I'm 6 years old, but I'm like, Grandma, do we really need to? And she like, I need the bread. They not fighting me, all right? And The night before I went to the grocery store with my grandma, I was at home and I was watching TV. And because we didn't have a ton of money growing up, cable was a luxury. And it was a luxury that my mom had to time. Because she wanted to give me what other kids had, but she just knew she couldn't really give it to me all the time. So we had to plan cable. So my mom, we would have it for 3 months, not have it for 6, you know. My mom would sit me down and be like, all right, so you gonna see the beginning of the season of Friends. But you're gonna have to find out about Ross and Rachel from word of mouth, all right? And so I remember this night was special because everyone had gone to bed without sending me to bed. So I'm 6 years old and I'm just up late. Everybody's asleep. I got control of the remote. This is crazy. I'm about to watch whatever comes on late. This is wild. So I was flipping channels and stuff, and in my head I'm like, if I don't keep it too loud, nobody will even notice. I can watch whatever I want. This is amazing. And when you're little, you're just excited for it to be late because you just never experienced late before. Like I was just running around like 2 a.m., 2 a.m., 2 a.m., 2 a.m., 2 a.m., right? So I remember I was flipping channels and I landed on Night of the Living Dead. And I watched Night of the Living Dead at 6 years old, which is far too young for me because I don't even know about real life yet. So I don't know if this stuff can happen or not. Side note, I found out years later, back in the day when they were making horror movies, like the early horror movies, their prosthetics weren't that good. So if you got hired to be a zombie, you were just ugly. Like that's... There's a little history tidbit for you. Anyway, I'm watching it, and it's terrifying. This is crazy. I was like, this is a bad idea. I can see why they sent me to bed. Nothing good happens at 3 a.m. This is crazy. So I went to bed, and then, you know, next day, wake up, go with my grandma to the grocery store, and as she's about to turn the aisle, we hear like a scream and a big, loud thud, and then silence. And I was like, Grandma, are you sure that we want to turn this corner? Because he said I'm going to shoot anybody in my face, and if we turn the corner, we're going to be in his face. What if he misses the person he aiming at, you know? She's like, boy, come on. And so then what we would find out later, what was actually happening, was there was a fight between 2 dudes in wheelchairs. That's why it was such a ruckus and everything was getting knocked over, because they get knocked over, but they got to roll back up. Punch. And so the thud that we heard was the finishing move from the first guy, because what he did, they had been scuffling and knocking stuff over with their chairs and everything, and then finally he just grabbed that dude by the collar and threw him out his chair. And so when we turn the corner, all we see is just a bunch of bread and rice on the ground. That dude done rolled off already. And so the only thing that I see coming at me is a dude with no legs crawling like this. So I'm like, my grandma would grab me and pull me to the other aisle. She was like, boy, what is wrong with you? That is an amputee. You need to have some damn compassion. And I told her, I was like, Grandma, I don't know what an amputee is, but that nigga is a zombie, all right? Terrible. Do y'all ever worry? That's the whole question. Like, my man, what do you worry about? Nothing really? You don't worry about any... Damn, that's the whitest answer I've ever heard in my life. That's crazy. That's why... Ooh, you got...
She worries enough.
Oh, she worries a lot. So she probably worried because you don't worry. She probably like... This stupid motherfucker doesn't worry about shit. She probably like. Well, what do you worry about since you're the one with sense in the family? Just everything? Yeah, okay. Wow. y'all are a great fit for each other. I'm glad that y'all found a real yin-yang situation. Nothing. I don't worry about it. But why would you even admit that to somebody? That sounds like the whole crowd should jump you. It sounds like you got it like that. That's crazy. What about you? What do you worry about?
Family.
You worry about family?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worry about family too. It's fair. Do you have a particular family member you worry about, or you just worry about in general everybody being
Their well-being.
their well-being? Okay.
I live far away from them.
Oh, you live far, so you worry about. That's what a sweet answer. Y'all are. Jeez. Really pulling blood from a stone here. This is crazy. What do you worry about? Nothing. What do you worry about? Just all of us, really. Just that they'll wake up happy and healthy. I worry. I'm just like you, though. I worry about family. I worry about my cousin because he an idiot. He is. My cousin is wild. So my cousin joined a cult, right? I know, which is a big deal for that cult because they don't get a lot of us. You know what I mean? Like they were so excited to have a black friend. That was crazy. They were like, and I remember somebody told me to join the cult, and so I went ahead and looked it up, because I'm worried about my cousin. I want him to be all right. I look it up, and I could tell he was in danger because the website was trash. It was like, I was like, Comic Sans, he is in danger. All right, this is terrible. They really crazy out here. That's wild. Broken link 404 not found. Oh Lord, they might already did it. Okay. And so basically I went ahead and was talking to him. In my mind, the best thing to do was just go ahead and go to one of his meetings with him. Because the thing that cults do is that they create a shared language and a shared experience that no one outside the cult can actually understand or participate in unless they're in it. So then when you tell your friends and family about it, they look at you skeptical. They just don't understand because they weren't there, right? But if they come there with you, like if I show up with him and hear the dude preaching and just turn to him like, nigga, like... that might break it. And so I went there, and it was this weird house and everything. And I sat down, and including me in the room, the whole cult congregation was 4 people. And I was like, this is not a cult at all. Y'all just 2 idiots doing a guy favors. This is not, your cult can't even move a pool table. What are you doing? You done wasted my whole Saturday. You just call me when you in some real danger. All right, y'all were great. Thank you so much. I am excited, genuinely excited to my core, happy for all of my white friends because it's coming. It's coming. Like it's almost, your New Year is almost here. Like pumpkin season is about to start. And yo, I've never seen white joy. Like, y'all love autumn so much. It's actually the only time that white people get together and just have love and white pride and it's wholesome, you know what I mean? Any other time you're like, oh no. But but autumn, y'all get together and just, who would have known the thing that would capture the white mind would be leaves changing. I'm not gonna lie, that's y'all's hip hop. It really is. Like, yo, leaves changing, y'all are like, hey, that red, go off, cuz. You know what I mean? Y'all are out there apple picking, throwing up gang signs. I've never seen anything like it. Y'all travel. It's autumn where you are, and you'll still travel to where there's better autumn. I've never seen, it's so sweet. It's genuine, like, I am like genuinely happy for white people when like pumpkins, because everybody makes their pumpkin jokes and like pumpkin latte, whatever, but like, let people have something. This isn't hurting anybody, and it makes white people so happy.
This whole time, I thought money made white people happy. And no. No, it is something about Halloween that, like, it's the sweetest. I really, wow. I thought I had white people figured out. And then as I got older, I was like, it's really autumn where you just, that's where you see some of the least racism in all the country. Because everybody too busy, like, have you tried this pumpkin spice? My man, yeah, get him. This is my other thing. We don't give visionaries enough credit. We think we do, because I had a conversation with a friend. They said this quote and it stuck with me, where they was like, we only appreciate, visionaries by the time they close their eyes, right? Like, we only appreciate visionaries after they're dead, And I was like, nah, we appreciate some of them, but most of them we never end up appreciating. Like, we make a couple of them popular because it makes us feel smart, right? Like, it makes us feel good to be like Ferdinand Magellan, whatever. And then sometimes we give people as visionaries that weren't visionaries at all. Then the real history comes out and we're like, we gave that dude a bunch of credit. He didn't really do anything. Yeah, I mean, like Columbus. How are we still teaching this? This is crazy. We're like, no, he discovered America. He got off the boat and was talking to everybody who was already there. Letting him know he discovered it. You know what I mean? That's how I discover stuff. I just roll up in somebody's house and I'm like, man, this is nice. I'm glad nobody's here. And they're like, excuse me, what are you doing in my house? I'm like, oh, who are you? It's like, I'm the owner of this house. That's debatable. Because what would a conversation between Columbus and the natives even gone like? He gets off the boat and he's like, what are y'all doing here? And like, we live here. He's like, oh, hell on that. Look, what do you mean you've been here for generations and generations and you have your own ecosystem and like war and like hierarchy? I just got here, so it's been discovered. And they're like, I don't really think it works like that, dude. And he's like, well, can y'all at least like, I got my boys on the boat. Can y'all at least just go in the woods so when they get off the boat it look like nobody here? Like they honestly came so far. They'll be really bummed out if they see you. It's gonna ruin everybody's day. Can you please just go in the, and they're like, no, we're not gonna do that. He's like, I get it. I guess we'll just kill everyone. I know the true part is the saddest part. But it makes me wonder. It's like when you look at visionaries, there are people that we hold up as true beacons, right? That maybe they did some stuff, maybe they didn't. Like I think about with math. We talk about Pythagoras. You learn about him in school, and it makes us feel smart. Like, oh, Pythagoras with the triangles. And don't I know so much? And it's like, no. Let's talk about real math. Who made real math? Who made math? We don't know. Who made real math? Somebody had to sit there and be like, this shit is 2. There's just something about it that yeah, I mean, something about it feel 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see it and it's like, I don't know, it's not. And then they were probably talking to a person. The person was like, what the fuck is 2? And they were like, well, you know how you're you? Like, you're just you. And they were like, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's just you. So that's like 1 or something. And then this is like, I'm not you. I'm not you at all. I'm like me. So I'm also like a 1, I guess. But then us talking, that's like, that can't still be 1, right? It's gotta be something else. Like, we should just give it a name. And he's like, but what the fuck made you say 2? Like, there's something you're stuck in between your teeth? Like, what made you say 2? He's like, I don't know, it just feel like 2.
You know, it feels double of what, and they were like, nigga, what the fuck is double? You know? Like, I think about that with things get invented now, they get made now so quickly that it's skipping us. I don't, not only do I not know how my phone works, because of my phone, I don't need to know how things work. I no things anymore. Because I don't need to know anything. I was about to learn directions. I was so close. I really was. Like, I didn't have my first phone yet, and I was about to learn because I was like, I keep getting lost. I never make it home on time, and I don't have a car, so I'm just always on foot, which thank God, because if you're driving in the wrong direction, you're never going to make it home. So I was like, I'm going to learn directions. Like, sooner or later, you need to know what west is. I had no idea what west was. Some people would say, go west. I was like, left or right? Don't hit me with all of this four stuff. You know what I mean? And then I got a phone, and on the phone was a compass. So now, I got Google Maps and a compass. I'll never be lost again. I'm good. You know, but it got me wondering, like, who made the compass? Like, we don't make it famous. Who made the compass? But like, I'm sure there's an answer somewhere, but we don't talk about who made the compass, because that was also probably like a two-type conversation. Somebody made a compass, and they were like, yeah, this will get you home. And they were like, what do you, it's just pointing, it's moving, it's just pointing. How is that? That's confusing as hell. Is home this way or this way? Keep moving. Why is it moving if it's gonna help me get home? Is it magic? Are you a witch? Are you a witch? Because that's the other thing too. Up until a certain point, you really couldn't be smart without being accused of being a witch. We killed all the smart people. We wonder why people in the medieval times didn't have it better. It's because they murdered anyone with a good idea. If somebody was like, maybe we should wash our hands, it's like, that's a witch. That's a... Oh, get him quick. Get him. All right? And definitely, if you were a smart woman, you were gone. It was just fact. And so they gave him a compass, and he's like, what is it supposed to do? And it's like, it'll get you home. It knows where north is. How does it know? Well, it doesn't know. It uses magnetism. What the fuck is magnetism? It's like, just trust me. It'll point north. You'll be able to get home that way. Please trust me. You'll get home if you just follow it. Because that's the other problem, is that if you invent something, if you're a visionary, you have to make things for people who not only weren't able to make the thing, they might not understand the thing. When Ford was selling cars, right? He used to sell cars like door-to-door style, which had to be a motherfucker, because then it's like you drove out here to sell the car, right? Even if you make the sale, now you like, bro, can I get a ride? But that's what would happen. Ford would make the sale, right? And the way that he would make the sale is he would teach people to drive. And when they saw how quickly they were getting places, how easy driving was, they bought the car, you know? Especially if he was going to like a wealthy or even like mid-level class farmer's house or something, because they needed cars the most. You used to have to just... Anyway, that much walking is just beyond me. Anyway, so he would sell the car, and he noted, it's like in his autobiography, not his autobiography, his biography and stuff, about how people were so unequipped for this new idea so deeply that when they were driving the car, instead of hitting the brake, because they didn't understand what brakes were yet, instead of hitting the brake, they would yell "whoa" in the car, because they were only used to being on horses, right? Which must have been crazy, because imagine you in a like 1920s car, so already not a safe vehicle. By the seatbelts hadn't been invented yet, and the motherfucker is speeding, going whoa! You're like, actually, you need to step over there. You need to step. No, I think about it a lot. How do you truly appreciate like a visionary? You Usually we just let them cook. We don't kill them anymore. We don't, unless they're trying to promote peace, and then they gotta go. Those, yeah, don't be too good of a person. We'll get you. You know what I mean? But that's it. How do I put this? This is completely unrelated now. I'm moving on. So I don't want you to be confused with like, does this still mean something to the other thing? I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but I think that my face is too friendly. It's really upsetting. Like, you don't understand. Like, I don't even mean to be this way, but I'm like, it's my attitude and it's my face. I just think it's too much. It's like I don't know. Everyone that sees me on the street is like, you want to talk? It's like, and it's very jarring. It's like, some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you have, some of y'all look, I can see good smiles in here. Some of y'all have that smile that makes people go, I can be a part of your day. And it's the last dude that just saw me, and I just walk around with a sort of half smile because when I read about it when I was like in my early 20s, I was like reading this book and it talked about how you should walk around with a half smile, so anytime someone needs a smile, you're halfway there, right? And so then I was like, yeah, and so I adopted it as a person, and so I'm walking around with this half smile. But if you half smile at crazy motherfuckers in New York, that is an invitation. It's not, but it is. They take it as one, even though they should. And so I was just walking, half smile, enjoying my day, enjoying life. And then a dude with just his feet were in buckets. All right. My man's shoes were buckets. Okay. I don't even know if he had real shoes on in the but the bucket seemed taut. Like it seemed like it was sticking to the foot. And he just walked up and he was like, "What's up, young brother?" Like, hey, what's up, man? What's up? How you doing? Because this is also like a black thing that a lot of people don't know about. When you're walking down the street and you see another black guy, the number of brothers he calls you is the situation that you're in. If he goes, "Hey, brother," that's just another black guy. If he's like, hey, brother," he needs something. If he goes, hey brother, that is drugs. That's drugs every time. No one needs you to call you brother that much unless they're your actual brother, okay? So I'm walking over and this man is like, hey brother. I'm like, I am in danger, okay? This is a lot, and I don't know if y'all like. I'm being real for a second. I don't know if y'all have ever felt this, but have you ever had somebody try to rob you before? Yeah. Okay. Did you feel it before they did anything? Were you like, oh, okay, he on some bullshit? Like this, you know what I mean? Okay. So this man walks up. He's called me brother 17 times in 6 bucket steps. So he is on one. My man is cooking. He is on one, right? And so he was like, and then he walks up, and I can already see from the stance that he got the buckets ready to run in case he needed to run. Like, because he not standing just flat bucket. He got that tip. For those of y'all in the back that can't see, he got his foot like this. So when he need to go, he can go, right? So my man is like this with the bucket. The bucket's like sideways, you know what I mean? And so he's like, do you have the time? And I just looked at him and I was like, yeah, 4:22. And he looks so disappointed. He's like, who just knows the time, right? And I didn't know the time, I made it up. But it seemed like time wasn't really an issue for me. And so then he was like, hey, wow, that was fast, you got a watch? And I was like, no, I just know that it's 4:22. And it's like, oh, did you just look at your phone or something? You got a phone? It's like, why would you ask me if I have a phone, right? So that's when I knew he was gonna try to rob me, right? And so then he's like, you got a phone or something? I was like, yeah, I have a phone. I looked at it 2 minutes ago when it was 4:20. So that's how I know it's 4:22 now. And he made this move. And this is the thing, it takes a crazy person or a brave person to try to rob bare-hand, right? You bare-handed and you bucket-footed.
That's not a recipe for success. And so my man he's like this, and he's like, you got a phone? Or something? I was like, yeah, I have a phone, and looked at it 420, everything. And then he's like, give me the phone. And then when he reached and tried to say, give me the phone, he reached for my pockets, right? So he tried to reach for the pocket. I took a step back, and this is when you need shoes. My man started slipping on the bucket. So he's just doing this. He's just like slipping on buckets so hard. And I'm just backing away, but he's skating towards me on buckets. He's like getting closer and closer on buckets. And so then I'm backing up and everything, and he's like, give me the phone, give me the phone. I was like, I'm not gonna give you my phone. And then he got finally I had backed up into a wall. So now it's like fighting time, you know what I mean? And so now I'm in the wall, he keeps sliding up to me. He's like, give me the phone. I said, give me the phone. And so I just pushed him. And the way he fell back, because basically it was, okay, you know when Bambi's mom died? Like, you know how sad you felt? This man was trying to rob me, but it took him so long to slip on these buckets that I almost helped him. Like, it was like, because he was like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. He was on his own footed roller coaster. And I almost reached my hand, and I was like, no, wait, this nigga tried to rob me. He deserves nothing. And then he fell back, and then I ran, which is crazy. How was he gonna catch up to me if it wasn't downhill? You know what I mean? You all were so great. Thank you so much. I'm Josh Johnson.